Welcome back to the channel. Today, what I want to talk about is why you might be about to select the wrong specialty in medicine. Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm Zach with Dr. Eyeball MD. I am a ophthalmology resident, third year ophthalmology resident, soon to start oculoplastics fellowship. So go ahead, subscribe to the channel if you are interested in anything medicine, residency, oculoplastics, ophthalmology related, all that good stuff. In today's video, I want to talk about why you may be about to pick the wrong medical specialty. Now, if you are a medical student looking to go into a specialty, consider these things before you actually pick one, because there really is one major factor that no one considers, or at least no one really comes out and says that they are considering as being one of the most important, in my opinion, the most important factor in picking the specialty. The reason I know this is because I talk to applicants that are interviewing for ophthalmology residency, and when you ask them why they want to do it, no one ever says this as a reason that they want to do it. Although if anyone ever did say this as a reason, I would be thinking, well, you were definitely gonna do well in this specialty because that is a good reason to do it. We'll get to what that one factor is that you need to actually consider in a specialty here shortly. So what are the factors that people are actually citing as picking a medical specialty? What are the things people are really considering? Well, one of the main things is the lifestyle. Now, most people won't come out and say that explicitly, but that is definitely something people consider, and that is reflected by specialties that have better lifestyles being more competitive to get into. Another factor that people consider is the money, how much they get paid, and that's not a bad thing, but that is definitely something that's considered. People may choose a specialty based merely off of prestige, and that is a very bad reason, in my opinion, to pick a specialty, because trust me, that will fade. Even if it feels important while you're making the decision, 20 years down the road, it's just not gonna mean that much in the end. So don't pick a specialty just because it is a prestigious or well thought of specialty. Some people are picking specialties based off of the fulfillment and the impact that they feel like they'll be having in that specialty. That is definitely heading in the right direction and definitely something that is important to consider when you pick your specialty. Are you going to feel fulfilled by actually practicing in this specialty on a day-to-day basis? Is your work gonna feel meaningful to you? Because that is actually gonna be very important in your happiness in life, is if what you do on a day-to-day feel meaningful. If it doesn't feel meaningful, if it feels like you're going in and doing something, even if it's a high-level job like being a physician, if it doesn't feel meaningful, you are going to be just as depressed as anybody else that doesn't feel meaning and importance in their job. But what is the one factor that is really important that you should actually consider that people are just too adult, I guess, to consider? It's what specialty do you think you would have the most fun in? It's really that simple. I think we get older, we get into medicine, we get into medical school, and we think we have to make these decisions based off of all these more adult reasons. And while they are important considerations, I think you really just need to figure out what specialty you're gonna have the most fun doing, because on a day-to-day, that's what really matters. Are you enjoying it? Ask yourself, what looks fun to me? What specialty looks enjoyable and fun? It's not bad to ask that. It's not taboo to ask yourself that. Actually consider that as a huge factor. If we were to ask an applicant why they wanted to do ophthalmology, and they said, well, I've shadowed it, I've kind of done rotations in it, and quite frankly, it's just fun and I like it. I enjoy it for that simple fact that it's fun. Yes, okay, that is a good reason, in my opinion. You don't need to tell me about that one case that you saw as a med student that changed your whole life and perspective. You can just say, hey, this looks fun. And quite frankly, you know, ophthalmology is fun. I get to do surgery. I get to be in the clinic some. I get to be in the OR. It's a good mix of things. It's actually quite fun. And so that is actually a huge reason to pick a specialty, in my opinion. Just by going into medicine, you're really not gonna go wrong with any specialty in terms of being financially secure, in terms of having an impact on people's lives. There are specialties that you may not be as happy in, but just by being in medicine, you are gonna be well taken care of as a professional. So pick something that's fun. You might as well just pick something that's fun and enjoyable. So at this point, you're probably wondering, well, I'm in med school, or I'm wanting to go to med school, and I'm trying to pick a specialty. I'm trying to decide even if I want to go into medicine. How the heck do I know if medicine is going to be, quote, fun, or if a specialty is going to actually be fun? And when I say fun, I mean enjoyable on a day-to-day basis. Are you going to want to get up and actually go do it? For me, I look forward to getting up and going to do surgery. I like operating. It is very enjoyable to me. So how the heck do you know that that before you've ever gotten into it? And that's a fair question. I think that's something that's hard to actually assess when you are not at that point yet. It's hard to see into the distance and have that foresight to know if it's going to be enjoyable. And I think really the only way to do it is to get out there, put yourself out there as much as possible, shadow as many specialties as you can, and just try to be as involved as possible and kind of try to empathize yourself into the place of the person you're shadowing. Think, okay, if I was that person, if I was getting up and doing what they're doing on a day-to-day basis, would I actually enjoy this, or does that look miserable? Find people who are enjoying their jobs and find a specialty where the majority of the people in that specialty, at least by and large, seem to be quite happy and quite enjoying what they're doing. I think by and large, the people that go into medicine have good character. They're just overall good people, enjoyable people to be around, by and large on the whole. And so when you see a certain specialty where the people are mostly miserable, it's probably less the people and more the specialty that's kind of pushing them in that direction. So find specialties where the people seem to be mostly happy and where they seem to be enjoying what they're doing, and then investigate that further, try to put yourself in that situation. Would I actually like doing this? Now for me, having a good lifestyle, not being in the hospital at 4 and 5 a.m. is a big part of it, and getting to do surgery is an even bigger part of it. That is what really makes it the most fun for me. And also getting to see patients have something transformed for their life so abruptly in terms of like doing cataract surgery or doing kind of like cosmetic plastics type stuff. That is so huge and so enjoyable. It's fulfilling and it's fun. It's quite frankly fun. Find your specialty that gives you the fun factor and pursue it. Don't get distracted with the money, distracted with the prestige or the security. Find what's enjoyable, find what's fun, and you will not go wrong. That is my advice. I hope you guys like this video. I'm Zach with Dr. Eyeball MD. Go ahead, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next one.